Canada flag could be changed. We can agree on that. And yeah, it will be very hectic first casting here. And because the speed is obviously very high. And so they picked Hideout here as a map. Oh no, Chaos Pit, I mean. So I would assume that should be the home map of Canada. Let's go into that with 75 score speed. They're asking for the score. We can give you an update pretty soon. It's 1-0 for Frantic, so it is the home map of Canada. And we will see how we will play this out from here. So civilization choices and players. Mentalist playing the Celts. His teammates will be Chris with Byzantines, Slam with Mongols, and Hera with the Huns. So the same lineup that we basically kind of expected and wanted to see here. So Tim, Mongols. We have Roop playing the Huns. 5CM, which is Vivi, playing the Spanish. And Mayans for CL. So not really a mirror matchup, I would say. Only having Mongols for both. And yeah, we see trying to go for an early team wall, which would be open here. And will be tough to spot. Hera trying to wall the side as well. We see Slam going for early scouts. And Chris probably going for skirmisher, spearman aggression. We see Vivi going for the full aggression towards the middle here. And trying to go for a tower rush. Big engagement here. We see lots of villagers dying. And maybe it can even... going down to 75% again. Sorry. How can Chaos Pit game go over 1 hour? When the teams are very even, you can get into that scenario. Vivi trying to push in again. That was a bit of an over-eager tower, though I believe he needs to get that in range of his other tower. Indeed. And we can see Mantis already chopped himself out. He could have maybe, even if he runs quickly now, block the other players from getting out. Oh, Tim actually not on the outside even. And he's tower rushing as well. So pretty intense game here so far. CCL going for a lot of stone now. He's playing at FC as it seems. And we'll probably build a castle and go for plumed archers. Slam trying to go for the tower defense. Whoop went for the tower rush. So it was triple tower rush into one Marion player defending himself. That is a pretty bad tower if you ask me. Yeah, but what happens? Okay. Chris still going for his army, trying to defend here. And Tim being very aggressive with all his towers. I will try to pull it down to 75 again. It keeps speeding up a bit. Probably wants to catch up here. The Byzantine choice is so weird. Well, he went for Byzantines the last time as well. It just guarantees you a good army. Wow, what a weird tower getting up there. And yeah. But we'll get smashed down. Byzantines just gives you the army. The opportunity to go for a lot of army without even getting to the outside. As you can see, Chris building pretty poor lumber camps here. And still, didn't score because he got so much army out. Spearmen and skirmishers all over the map. Getting the raids in. Defensive tower here by Vivi. Where's the castle? CL. Oh, building it pretty defensively. Mentalist is up. And Hera is now clicking up. Slam still in the Dark Age. Feudal Age. And so is Chris. Whoop. Didn't click up yet. Chris still being so annoying with all his army. And it will be so cheap to upgrade as well. Same time. Mentalist going for the boom. Let's take a look. Villager count 44 is the highest. Frantic again. Leading quite a bit, I would say. Leading quite a bit. Tim getting some sweet kills on the outside here. Now fighting off the knight. I'm not sure if that's the best option. Should have tried to focus like another villager down. Hira going for knights on the outside after going for some scouts before that and defending against the tower rush, obviously. But Tim completely stonewalled on the outside. Nice quick walls here, as you can see. So Hira will not be able to do anything against him over there. And 5cm, look at how his push is starting here. It's going through the middle, going all the towers, then a small gap, and then he starts to tower again here. And that's so annoying, blocking the farms, blocking the gold, and just giving them so much map vision and just forbidding the enemies to get any team walls up as well. Trying to wall on the outside is Mentalist now. Chris staying on his trash army and getting some kills done. It's really tough to counter that army as well. $37 pop against 190 pop. That's a weird story. Slam clearing up what CL is throwing at them now. I believe CL is happy. Let's take a look. Now all eyes of China obviously towards Frantic there. After SY got downed. Oof. Chris coming over, trying to defend here against him. But that's not too many pikemen, and especially without any upgrades, that won't help. The skirmishes aren't really efficient. We can still see 2 barracks, now adding a 3rd one, and 2 archery ranges. I see I'm building a castle there, so annoying. Still game is neck and neck. You don't really see an advantage for both players, and as we can see, the game lasts at least 20 more minutes, and then we can go into the live casting here. Just trying to catch up here in game number 2 after the Finland SY series was so damn epic. As you can see, so many players are just joining at this time. Chris trying to defend the site. Trying to help out. Mentalist still looking at pretty weak walls over here. And he's getting pushed against CL on the left hand side. He's on the way to Imperial Age, but so is CL. What is he going for? Will he go for Boat Riders? I believe that would be a bit of the better choice. But maybe Onagers is more intuitive. Putting another castle here now. 5cm. So incredibly annoying. Let's take a look. Maybe if they take a very good engagement here, they can deny the castle of Slam. But no, Slam has just so many better upgrades here. +2 and higher numbers. So that went pretty well for them. Trying to go for some more raids in now. And Boat Rider seems to be the tech choice here. Or at least he's going for some. But not with any upgrades. At least for now. Not just around the corner. CL trying to push. And how did those knights get in there? Here at the same time. On the way to Imperial Age. Trying to get more gold. Frantic at this point with so much more map control. Chris just sending in some weird spearmen, skirm troops all over the map. Skirmishers could absolutely help out now. Though at the right hand side, since Tim is going for the pikeman defense. A very even game. The push here is intense. Unprotected onagers though. Let's take a look. Only +1 defense. And focusing down all the onagers. So Plumed Archer still very strong. Now even killing the traps. Those two knights of Vivi just did so much. Chris on the other side now pushing with all his trash army together with Hira. So left hand side is maybe a win for Frantic, I would have said. Those are houses, not traps. But Slam is coming over. Maybe he can help out. 5cm and Whoop now on the way to Imperial Age as well. Chris is just crazy here. Look at that. 90 military in Castle Age. More than he has villagers. It's something you don't see too often. Going for ballistics now. I would love to see the +2 attack off of him as well. And Hera now surrounding all the CA. Not 100% sure if that's the right tech choice here. To go onto those CA without any defense upgrades as well. Getting so much damage and not really efficient against anything that... yeah. Team Canada had over there. Overall populations better for the Canadians here on their home map, being down 1-0. Hera is continuing with this raid and getting a lot of nice kills, and Tim trying to evacuate but only under heavy losses. Gate is still open, so that's not 100% sure if it's friendly or what, but yeah, just means more Cavaliers can get in and can raid on the outset, just smashing everything down. Slam now onto his Mongol Mango Dice, like he wants to get on it. Shots could be good here. Oh yo, and CL is just running as quickly as he can on 100 speed here. Slam trying to go down and defend that side. Still tough to call who has the advantage. I would say, since they're holding in the south and pushing in the north, it has to be the Canadian team. Slam onto Elite Mango Dice, so that's a pretty good scenario as well for them. Mentalist getting the SO out as well, and CL has nothing to attack there. Vivi trying to maybe snipe down those bombard siege onagers there, but is backing off for now. That means the castle will go down. They're just trying to buy more time. And the crazy Chris now on the way to Imperial Age. Paladins on the way for Hera. They want to push over here. Now the middle control is pretty much, yeah, all for Hera and Chris, I would say. But then I see all this side, and yeah, they're still in a reasonable spot in the middle over here. That frantic team, I mean. But yeah, that's just an unkillable army. Kelt SO, Elite Mango Dice. We're only missing some Paladins of Hera. If he would send over some villagers to build stables, it would be unstoppable. But they are, speaking of unstoppable, those walls weren't stopping the force here. Still missing the +2 attack here for Chris. But so much army. Pop 180 here. Just reach Imperial Age, and they are raiding everywhere. I would be very surprised if we don't see the GG pretty damn soon here. And yeah, seems like a 1-1. I believe Chris is having fun. Yeah, he absolutely is having fun for sure. And push continues. CL trying to hold, trying to get more Stonewalls up, but he needs, yeah, what does he need? He basically needs Vivi to get to Paladins. He is taking that. But where is all his, where are the Paladins of Vivi? Not 100% sure. Oh, coming over to the side here against Chris now. So that will be somewhat of a clear up. Who is getting onto the army now as well. They're setting up the trade on both sides here. A bit of an annoyance here by Vivi, nice move, but won't really help them enough. Tim getting onto Mango Dice now as well. Elite Mango Dice not on the research tab though. Cutting through the next forest. CL, look at that! Incredible defense. 1 row, 2 rows, 3, 4 layers, 5 layers, 6 layers. Still trying to hold, but still able to eat some SO shots like those, and they are killing. Oh, CL losing so much there. And that enabled Slam to push even further. Now Cliffs, and they're preparing the next layers of Stonewalls. CL is doing everything right to keep them back, or get them back into the game, but it's just so tough. No push at the right hand side. That is maybe something that you could question. Slam or Mentalist should easily be able to send something over. They don't have to macro too much here. Just pushing with Rams and SO. But now they have an unstoppable army, and finally there are no more walls. And Vivi cannot really defend that. Let's take a look. CL already waiting with the next layer of walls. He needs to get a gate up here. Are they able to do that? Yeah, again, they're buying themselves a bit more time. But as we've seen several times, Rams, SO, and all those Mangaloys not really stopping that here. And killing Paladins all over again, cutting through the middle now. That's what I wanted to see. And now they're killing the trade. The GG has to be coming in any second. That's an unstoppable army indeed. CL is typing GG. Overall GG. The score is 1-1. Seems to be a super interesting game number 1 here. And we are jumping into the home map of Frantic Team now. Oh, GG, and I will take a small breath, and then we can go. They only have 1 minute 30 spec delay, so that could be starting pretty soon, guys. Give me a second, and then we continue with this series. Should be pretty entertaining here as well. Frantic against Canada, launching now for game number 3. Man, what an upset if both China teams drop out of the winner bracket. That would be sick. That would be really sick. And that would make it incredibly tough for them both to go to the offline finals. Wow. Well, they can't both get there? Why? Yeah, but they're losing, they're meeting in loser bracket semis. And there are 2 from the winner bracket semis. So still 4 could go. No, that's not right to account. Like those 2 teams are flying to China, and those 2. But yeah, there will be an announcement tonight concerning the offline finals as well. Oh, it's Frantic against SY. Oh. Let me think about it. Loser 25, loser 26. Yeah, exactly. They will face each other here. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, one drops out. If both lose this game, one will not even make a top 6. Yeah. Yeah, they will meet each other in the loser bracket. Yeah, I saw it in the loser final. I misread that. Yeah, Jarkont, you're right. Okay. Yeah, you are right, guys. I love when my chat is has more knowledge of stuff than I do. Okay. Then let's jump into game number 3 here. On... we don't know. The home map of Frantic. It will be migration. Ooh la la. Let's take a look about... that's something I didn't expect. And that Hira is playing something I didn't expect as well. Who should have played there? Ra. Ra should have played. Seems like he's not around. So, Hira hunts. His flank will be Crisp, Persians, Vikings, Slam, and Mantles for Mayan. So not the greatest positioning for them. We have Tim, Vikings flank, Mayan CL, Persians 5 cm, and Japanese for Whoop. Distances reasonable, I would say, on the flanks here. Yeah, not too close in that regard. And over here, still some time to go over to the next island as well. Finland over SY, indeed. But please don't spoiler. That's what I'm having in the description here. No Brazil A versus BNSA spoilers, please. Should maybe put that into the description over here as well. Let me take a look. Brazil A versus... what's that called? Stream title. It's a pause anyways, guys. Not too important. Text. Where do you want to put this? Maybe here? That makes sense, right? So we can cast a series tonight. And I can update that as well. I think Slam's gold is bugged. 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay, they're considering if Slam's gold is bugged. Let me get the rules again. Let me see. We had the scenario before. Gaming rules. Back. Gold less than 4 tiles. Less than 4 tiles of a main gold cluster are least accessible on one side. Extra golds are excluded. 1, 2. Less than 3 on one side. So that's an admin re. Yeah. Less than 4 tiles of a main gold. Accessible on one side. Then it's an admin re. Someone please check in with that. I would say it's an admin restart. Please, Limp Robo. Someone say it. One side of each gold tile, not one side of a forest. Why did I click that away? Less than 4 tiles of a main gold cluster are at least accessible. On one side extra golds are excluded. Okay, it's no restart. Okay. Okay, so no restart, Robo? Slams main goat. Okay, guys. So is there something here as main goat? No, that's something else. Okay, no. I mean slam. Yeah, okay, false started. Gold seems quite fine. Yeah, okay. So the rules again. Let's see. Less than 4 tiles of a main goat cluster at least. Okay, that's not working. So those are the rules again. Less than 4 tiles of a main goat cluster are at least accessible on one side. Extra goats are excluded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are accessible on one side. Yeah. Not bugged. It's not bugged. Is it bugged? Okay, mental is dropped, as it seems. The east side is not accessible. The east side is accessible. And the north is, like, it's super bad, obviously. Like, it's, I think, like, where would you build your mining camp there? It has to be over here. And then they're running through one tile. Those trees aren't touching, no, but it's still like, you cannot really mine there. It has to be over here. I think he should just build his lumber camp over here and get those three trees chopped down. I think that's what I would recommend them. Okay. So seems like it's a drop. It's 100% bugged. No, it's not. Okay, guys, I did show you the rules. And especially on migration. Like, if he is pocket position, he can have like 2, 3, 4. He can have 6 villagers working on that side. And he can easily chop down those 3 trees. And then he can build a mining camp over here. Okay, so we are live and it continues. So, something that we talked about in the rules. And I, in Slam's position, would have even built the lumber camp just 1 tile further over here. And would have started to chop those 2 trees down instantly. So if you need to make 5 mining camps to access 4 tiles, it's fine. Yeah. So there are 5 gold mines, as you can see, which are at least accessible to one side. 1 side, 2 side, 3, even more sides, 4 one side, and there were just 3. Okay. Okay. The Slam wasn't happy with that. Who is admin in this room? Rules are clear. Okay, Robo or Limp, you have to take this over, please. I can tell them how it is, but Mem still in the game. Okay, I can give you the game chat as well. That's probably the most interesting thing at the moment. He had 5 tiles that can be accessed by at least one side. Okay. It is ugly, but I think it would have been so much better to just chop it down. It wasn't a bad spot there. Well, let's see what admins decide. Admins did decide. It's now a restart by China, by Canada. Yeah, but strictly by the rules, it's not bugged. And it's like, it's not impossible to free you from that situation. Like there were 3 trees blocking, which were in a big clump of trees anyways. And he can easily get those 300 woods. He goes for 20 fishing ship anyways out of the pocket position. Okay, Robo wants a second opinion as it seems. Deer luring isn't important as well. He was pocket. Spec time up to 5 minutes now. Ooh. Okay, Robo getting a screenshot. You can check my VOD, Robo, or the rec, obviously. I don't need to tell you that. Robo made a picture here. He's even contesting my paint skills. So, as you can see, oops. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, luckily we already had the discussion. I didn't understand the wording as well. Well, it's good for Canada at the moment. For China, it's late. They have it 46 minutes past midnight. So for them, it's really exhausting to play the series now. And Canada is fresh. So for them, it's reasonable to discuss now. Much bigger than advantage than an admin restart. Robo doesn't take access problem from other side into account. Well, he... In all honesty, Chris just... I would have never restarted this map. I just would have chopped those 3 trees. Look at that. It was a big fall... Oh, what? That didn't work. Like, you can just cut down those 3 trees. And then he has a perfect mining camp over here. And can just get everything. And he could have easily gotten the deers out there as well. They weren't trapped. There was a hole in between. Okay. Next screenshot from Robo. Five tiles. Lumber camp will be a failed lumber camp? Why? It would be just 1 tile different than the one he already built. No, it's totally fine. They wouldn't jam more. He could have had like at least 8 villagers working on it. Like more on the other side, like 6, I would say 10 villagers could easily work on that lumber camp. Wobbly crashed, okay. Yeah, you can see it. Oh. Or every... Mentalist left the room. Mentalist gone to room. It would cover 2 trees in the woods. After the 2 trees cut away? That's not true. It's as efficient as the other one he built. Stick to the rules. Lazy admins. What's your problem, Mr. Dutt? Robo's telling them the rules and he enforces them correctly, in my opinion. Looks is saying it. Late for them. Frantics are leading? And they probably want to host their own game now. With password. Oh, what's happening? Yeah, exactly. Like, cut the 3 trees that I'm saying here. Like, Robo made the screenshot. That would show you. Look at that. That was his lumber camp. His lumber camp was over here. So if we built it just over here, 1 tile further to the right hand side, it's as efficient. And it's like really, really unimportant. He didn't need to kill deer. This is getting unreasonable. One tile that will be blocked when the deer walk. What? Okay, well, to be honest, the rule reads on one side of there. The rule isn't phrased perfectly. Can you agree on that? Admins have made a decision, give them 5 minutes to start the game or give them an admin loss. Yeah. Chris is right. With what? One tile that will be blocked when the deer walk. Chris probably doesn't know that a scout can still go in there. He probably thinks that those trees were connected, but you can go in. Okay. It will block the mining? You will get the deers way before you get gold. With one mining camp, you don't access more than 3 tiles. That has nothing to do with the rules. Three tiles were accessible from 5 sides. No, that's not how the rules work. It's how many tiles are there that can be accessed. And on this part, there are 5 tiles that can be accessed at least from one side. And those are the 5 numbers, and they can be accessed at least from one side of a tile. You see the whole gold is square, right? What? It can never be a perfect square. 7 tiles, the main gold spot. Okay, 3 minutes back delay. I will go for a quick piss and then we will be back with a new try of game number 3. It will be Mentalist Slam, Chris and Shira against Whoop, Tim, Happy, and Vivi. See you soon. It doesn't have to do with the single mining camp. No Minesweeper. Not enough time. Only 3 minutes back delay. 3 and 5 minutes back delay. Well, that's the timing. How delayed we are from the live game. So that, like, I cannot see the map and write to Chris, man, you have a nice gold spot. Go forward or something. Weird. Just decreases the chance of cheating. I'm noob at Minesweeper. Well, I can improve. I played like 3 games now in the last 20 years, so. And I solved one of them, so that's okay. Spectator started, guys. Yeah, you cannot have like common sense rules. That doesn't work. But yeah, like Germany A had a way worse mining camp, by the way. The other day in RTS League. We have 1.5 minutes for paint, right? So basically, it was Skittles Island. And that was basically his migration island, right? And we had forests like that. And his TC was over here. And the gold camp was over here. So basically it was accessible from all sides, like 8 or 9 sides, but there was no space to build a single mining camp. So we couldn't mine that. And then the craziest thing was the enemy said, okay, admin restart, because they had that kind of mining camp. And they said, yeah, it's an admin restart because 2 tiles weren't accessible. And they just restarted. And we were like, what the actual F? It was actually against Robo. It was against Robo. That makes it so much more funny. Okay, not Robo wasn't the guy asking for the restart there, but it was Jedi Z. That was like I couldn't believe it. Avicii was incorrect. Yeah, that was just so bad. And dude, look at the rec again. And by the way, this will be restart as well again. But oh god, I need to kill cancer. Kill cancer. Oh, didn't work. Okay, and so that was just horrible. and Skiddo was saying like, okay, I think I might need an admin restart here, and I was just like, okay, let's play it, whatever. Like it can't be that bad. And it was really like she had to go like 6 or 7 tiles from the mining camp over. Didi, can you please show Slam Gold again and show me from which side 4 tiles are accessible? What is so tough with you guys? Okay. Okay, so we have 1 gold tile which has 1 tile accessible. We have 2 gold tiles which has another tile. It's the amount of gold tiles that has at least 1 tile accessible. And it's 5 tiles that are at least at one side accessible. And that's the rule. And I think it will be a restart here, but let's jump into the game anyways after I read maybe 1 or 2 more questions. On which side? Or did I just close it? It's bad, man. Okay. And I would say let's jump into potentially a restart here. Game number 3. It is Frantic against Canada. Another try after a long debate here. Let's take a look. Hans Pocket for Hira. His flank will be Persian's Chris. Very short distance here to Whoop. His pocket with a very short distance as well will be CL. Then we have Tim. Very open map with the Vikings pocket and Persian's 5 centimeter. The flank will be Slam here with the Vikings. His pocket will be Mentalist with Marians. Not the perfect positioning for both teams, but reasonable after all. Chris is building an early dock. Well, actually, that's reasonable, because we skipped the first 2 minutes. Weird map indeed. The 3 players over here, very, very close together. Hirak has a very bad map for Fishboom, being so far in the map. And yeah, I would absolutely advise Canada to go for a restart here. Oh, wait. Okay, now the 355 long pause. It's the one I saw before. And they said 14. Yeah, so we will play this. They can kill Chris. If they decide to go for that, yes. But we will see. For now, he's sending 6 on wood. That is CL. And where he will build his dock would obviously be a great adjustment to see, okay, our islands are so close. We can maybe play a 2v1 Grush here. But that's not a scenario that happens too often. So I would be a bit surprised if they would actually go for that. And that's pretty dumb. Look at that. 90 food on that deer, 20 on that. And he is killing another sheep, although a next deer is coming in as well. And that's just a misplacement here. Yeah, you're Marian, so that might still work out. But with any other civilizations, he's screwing up his feudal age timing here. Okay, let's take a look at some gold spots. Avicii would call a re over that. Over here as well. Drama on AOC zone, I guarantee it. I should do another Talk of the Empire, but yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I wouldn't be as firm with the rules. I understood them differently as well, but we already had them. Here, a gold pile is number 1. What? I already had a discussion with, I believe, even Robo, or it was Limp, I'm not 100% sure, on how the rules were made there. So, yeah. Nothing too special. And I didn't understand them before. Chris, solid 9-7 time. And he's already kissing Whoop Whoop here. You won't have such a great time. Take a look at CL. He is... no idea. That looks like a pretty bad build-up, honestly. By CL, what is he doing? How many builds on the stragglers here? How many builds on the sheep? That's not a good build-up. He won't have as many fishing ships as his other players, for example. But, oh, we'll see. Oh, that will be interesting here. Let's take a look. What does Whoop Whoop see? Having the +2 side. And he already sees the second dock up, so... And he has a 10-24 times, so he might think he is in a reasonable spot as well. Slam, pretty nice build up here at the flank as well. And... yeah, 5 CM going for a reasonable time. Let's take a look how that will work out. Obviously having Japanese helps out quite a bit, but that's a pretty unfortunate lumber camp for him. Those villagers can get attacked by some galleys here from the side. Yeah, that's true. Will work for Ice Cream. If we want to get more professional there, they absolutely need to accept the rules. And maybe even get punished for discussing or like arguing with referees. And that's what we have AOCs on for. They can't. Coming with the knowledge here. I think it wouldn't even be super crazy by Chris if he just went for the pocket, but I think just doing the free damage here isn't too bad either. So Hira, as we said before, not having the greatest fish. And now let's take a look. Hira is now going for gold. And let's see how many trees he already cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees alone were already cut on this spot. So yeah, I think he could have easily cut those down. Okay, Chris in very good spot here against Whoop. Let's focus on that side the other time. Third dock. Good place for Slam. And he's heavily outnumbered here. 3 against 2. And only now getting up to 4. Trying to micro back his fish. And Mayhens in Hunt's pocket, obviously pretty nice. Let's see how Tim will play it out. Are the little fish bonus and discounted eco buildings the reason? For the Japanese? Yes. Fish bonus helps. Line of sight for your galleys helps as well. More HP on the fishing ship. Building a third lumber camp when the others only played with 2 is pretty nice. Japanese overall is pretty strong civilization. Yeah, unkillable. Yeah, probably something like that. Like a fishing ship normally takes 10 damage. This one I believe has double the damage and takes only 6 or something. So it's 6 to 20 shots or something. It's really incredible. CL is doing something weird with his fishing ship here. Should have pretty good fish in the back. And that looks like no sling by CL. Going for 4 docks here. And Chris is losing the front after going behind those galleys with a bit too much. Chasing quite heavily. Hira, 20 fishing ship, Mentalist 18. We have 10 only for CL and 18 for Tim. And that's what I said. I believe CL's build-up wasn't that great here. Wasn't impressed. We can see Mentalist now slinging Slam and Chris. So he will play it at the sling out of the pocket position. And Whoop is getting resources here from CL, who did not click up yet. And that's so weird. Look at that. He only has 10 fishing ship. And that's what I told you. I mean, I absolutely don't like. Chris, no attack upgrade. On the other side, we have Slam and 5CM. Both with the attack upgrade. Yeah, wooden meat shield transporters. That wouldn't be bad. Slam up, Hira up, Chim up. All the other players still in fuel age. But Whoop has pretty solid resources to click up any second. Now it could be clicking up. KD here, so much better for Slam. Although he, yeah, kind of lost his positioning. So Slam will win that side. On the other side, we have probably Whoop having the advantage over Chris here. And now closing down the distance. Chris still playing without fletching. Getting the market now, so the sling is coming in. And yeah, they're slinging pretty bad. Slinging not in even numbers and losing a lot of resources. Beautiful positioning here by Slam, always doing damage. Mantle is building one galley. That didn't help out too much. Slam, that was a beautiful move, like shoot and move. Like really smooth there. Having the timing perfectly set up. Tim, now getting war galleys out. He is going for water out of, it seems, 3 dogs. Make that 4 maybe even. And going for the early university. So Slam might be in some troubles there. Fighting the 2v1 off. But Hira should be the one dominating the middle. Not 100% sure if stable or CAs are better. I like 2 stables and 1 archery range. Getting those war galleys down. Slam is now chasing. And he is very clumped up. Like that a lot. Chris trying to fall back. Did build 4 more docks in the back here. Crazy, man. Lost a lot of villagers over here. We completely didn't see that. After, yeah, well, there was so much X on the other side as well. Now the big engagement. Let's take a look if Slam can take that. Is he building a university? Yes, he is. I believe Slam is taking a bit of a better engagement here, fighting for a very long time against a feudal age army. And only 6 war galleys here of Tim. Not really doing the greatest damage. And Slam taking a solid lead over here. Only problem is Slam trying to chase down Batira with a lot of fire ships helping out here. To wash fishing ship, not 100% sure they shouldn't be remicroed. And Woob in a good control over Chris here. Mantle is going for the full sling still. So is, oh no, CL and Mantle is both clicked up now. 5 CL up. But I still feel Hira should be in a good control here on the pocket position. And they, yeah, get into a good position that he is the pocket position there with Hans. That's something he can absolutely play. Not the beautiful move like building more docks on the main island to get better fish. That's something I absolutely want to see. And I believe like +1 and +1 aren't really necessary as well. I believe the 3rd stable would be better than the upgrades actually. But well, happens. Chris losing more villagers now at the front line here. And then it's getting pretty slim. That what isn't too great. And let's see how he's trying to engage that. Still missing the +2 as well. And no more sling for him. Whoop. Going for ballistics. Vodka arrow now coming in for Chris. But he has last war galleys here for sure. Trying to regroup. Nice map awareness here of Hira. Trying to kill the transporter there. Not going to happen. Slam lost a lot of his army. KD. Damn even. Sitting at 5 docks here. And trying to control the side. Not getting the sling to Imperial Age. And Mantle is building a castle in the middle. Oh, and Tim is pushing in. 12 military for Slam. 29 for Tim. Looks good for him. How he's playing this on the outside. Slam just quickly trying to get some villagers over. And try to play for the middle. Because they know, okay, we probably lost water on both sides. Our way is to now try to get this back in the middle. And I believe they had a very famous game there in the group stage against... Whoa, who was it against? Canada versus Brazil A? Not 100% sure. Who were they against? And there they had a pretty nice comeback as well, losing the water. Slam should be losing their transporter as well. Oh, getting those, at least saving those villagers. At least 3 of them. At least 2 of them. Voop is pushing against Chris. Military count 34 against only the 18 here by Chris, who's trying to get over to the middle as well. Or he did get 5 villagers over, so that's good. 5 stable tier for Hera. That's too much if you ask me. That's way too much. Mentalist not landing as well. Not playing it to perfection here. Chris trying to take a reasonable engagement, sacrificing some villagers there. And I believe that could be a hold for Chris, but he will absolutely die to the next coming troops there for sure. But he might even lose that fight. Yeah, he will. Oh, Chris! Beautiful, tricky move micro here. And yeah, if 3 villagers are dancing, you clearly will win 4 war galleys against 20 there. Not. At least not this time. And Tim is continuing. Already beating Slam down, and now they're surrounding all the islands. Is on the way to Imperial Age. Should maybe even consider slinging one of his flanks. They need to get on some army. CL? Nice amount of light cover knights here. Getting a castle up now. And yeah, they need someone to contest Hera on the mainland. Because Hera is going full ham. And is controlling the mainland quite nicely. Maybe Camels is an option, maybe Halberdiers. But they need to go for something for sure. Mentalist is actually going for water here. I believe that's a big mistake. Why would that make sense? Actually, it has a perfect amount to actually fight off Tim. And Slam is doing something on water as well, but I believe that was pretty nice amount there by Mentalist, let's call it that way. To have exactly the defense and keep his fishing ship alive for now, because he has 25 fishing ship. And those are the redogs I want to see. I'm like CL does. And still, Hera pretty annoying in the middle. 5cm. Who's Vivi? Which is Vivi, I believe. And yeah, needs to go for mass camels. Monks helping out from CL. And now the most important thing will come. All the islands will be lost. And Canada will have to give them up. The question is, how will they perform in the middle? It's all on the shoulders here of Hera, who is on the way to Imperial Age, but will lose most of his stuff on his main island there as well. Tim fishing like a madman. CL having nice defensive stuff as well, and is now going for the second castle. And then it will be pure camels against elite plumed archers. So let's see how the knight will perform against that. Some monks of happy helping out as well. Some stables here. Maybe let's take a look. 5cm, how far is he away from clicking to Imperial Age? Roughly 1k food, 700 or 600 gold, 500 gold. So that really won't happen too soon. Mentalist now on plumed archers as well. That makes it so much better for Hera. Sniping down those camels. Let's see how they're trying to take an engagement here. It'd be really surprising to me. Hera is trying to save his rams, maybe. Tim now going for coinage. Exactly what I want to see, and probably sling up 5cm here. Third castle. Very close. One spot. It'll be tough to snipe that down. And now we see Tim surrounding the island. Don't get confused by the points. Obviously that has to be so much better for Frantic now. Oh! Okay. I wanted to say, but Mentalist is on the main island. Slam is looking great, and look at that. Like, Whoop is pretty small there. CL will only go for plumed archers against cavaliers. CM is far away from Imp. Tim is not even on the main island, or only with some villagers. Seems like Canada's fighting spirit isn't as high as the one of Robo. And let's take a look at the achievements. And yeah, I'm a bit shocked that they resigned that there. Oof. So Whoop smash Chris. Slam couldn't hold against Tim and 5CM. Mentalist was on the middle, could have done something there if you, I believe. Hira was strongly on the middle, could have done something there. Overall villager count. Hira looked strong, Mentalist looked strong. I think that wasn't the timing for a GG. Obviously it didn't look too great for them, but Okay. I will, let me see, do they have the password in? Yes, they do. Okay, then I don't want to go out. Then let me see. Can I find the record game of the game I was just talking about? So what's the date? We have the 6th, so last Sunday was the 30th. Who? Okay, so 7:30, and it was this game. Yeah. 1.4. Okay, I'm not sure how buggy it will be, if it will show to you. Actually, that was the game we played. I want to have the game before that. No, that was a game we played. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, see if I can make that happen for you. Not really, right? Okay, then we go into full screen and I will show you the game. Does that work? Not really. Damn it, guys. What can I do? Doesn't that work with AOC? No. Damn it. Okay, then I will give you screenshots. Open new lobby. Well, I don't know the password to get back into the game. Do you have the password? Then I will open a new lobby. It will be 5-minute spec delay, guys, so we're missing nothing. And yeah, will you be able? Go into MS. Oh. Ooh, that's clever. Oh, an error was detected. I still have the other on. Guys, but I think it's worth it. It's scrappy and it's 5-minute spec delay, but it will be worth it. I'll play you some music. Oh, clever! Okay, guys, so look at that. So we're now playing RTS League last Sunday, right? And we are playing this migration. I'm the flanks here with Vikings. And my map looks all reasonable, right? We have Pedro's map all reasonable. And then we have Skittles map. Well, where is his gold again? Oh yeah, over here. So, and he can like put one here, and then he can access those 2 gold spots in a garage. But by the rules, that would still be no restart. Oh no, that would be a restart, for example, yeah. But even if that tree wasn't there, then it wouldn't be a restart, and then it's still impossible to do. So, horrible stuff. And Skittle says, yeah, I cannot restart that. It's impossible to restart. I can access too much. And then I said, okay, yeah, we'll probably have a good chance anyways. And let's see what happens then. Skittle decided to play it through. No, that's not 4 sides. It depends on the amount of gold piles. It's only 3 gold piles that are accessible. Just chop the wood. Yeah, but with what lumber camp? You cannot have a lumber camp. So you have to go like 10 times to go in there. And then Avicii said, trap gold. Please. Let's take a look. Avicii, are you fucking kidding me? Guys, look at that again. That was a gold spot and he said, trap gold? Let's restart. And Skittle decided to play through with that one. Oh, man. Yeah, well, RTS League, it didn't matter, guys. And they got punished for it afterwards. So, it's all good. But yeah, that was a weird judgment by him. We can agree on that, right? Okay, Speculate down to 240 here in the side event of Nearly Storage Time. Uh-oh! Spec delay very long after 3:30 might be a restart. Let's sit it out 5 minutes. Oh yeah, that's a pause after 3 minutes 30 in game time. Whew. Or like between 3:30 and 4:10, right? Yeah. Ah. Oh, RTS League has different rules. Okay. Oh. Have less than 3 exposed sites. It's covered the first 5 minutes. But it's not less than 3 exposed sites. It has 3 exposed sites. Miguel! Are you excited for tonight, Miguel? Probably the least exciting match of today. Because you will just swipe them away. Brazil B. Did I? Yeah, Brazil B against Argentina. So let's jump into this game. It will be... I don't even know the map. Nomad. But I expect a restart incoming. So let's see how it goes here. Or at least it was a long pause. 4 minutes before the end. Let's take a look. Spec timer. It's going through. So, seems all okay. Civilizations, not really worthy to take a look at. It's always Vikings, Persians, Mayans, and the Chinese. All depends on the positioning here. We have Tim. Pretty close to the water. It's actually very water heavy this time here. And that's a lot of chatting for me. Maybe even too much. And damn, I'm hungry. We just think 1.5 more hours to Brazil B against Argentina as well. After that, we will have the Rex casted of Brazil A against VNS from earlier today. Please, no one spoiler the results. Oh, that's a big forest here for 5CL. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that. I wonder how find those TC spots always so quick. Do they even care if they got resources nearby? Well, the way I do it when I don't have Persians, I just click either villager and click them in the center of all my villagers. For example, Chris did spawn here, here, and here. And he just clicked, oh no, he has Chinese, so that's a bad example. But yeah, probably one over here. And he just clicked, you can see all the ways are going a straight line. And therefore he didn't scout that. And you scout something. So if you get like into the near area of your center, you're trying to find just some spots. In this case, he had 2 villagers spawning up here. Uh-oh. Villager killed. Hira is losing a villager to CL. Oh. Before 329. Robo, get the rulebook out. Okay, guys. I will get to... Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, that's getting tough. Okay, Nomad starts. Before minute 3:30, game time, it is not allowed to block another TC by being built by... I will better copy it for you. Those are the rules here. And you better read them yourselves as well. Or sit on an enemy TC to steal sheep. After 3:30, players are free to do any boss. Breaking this rule to result in emerald for the first. Villager fights are not allowed before minute 3:30. Oh, CL. He might have gotten an admin loss there. And I believe... Oh god, I don't want to be admin now. Holy moly. Guys. Holy moly. Okay, we can No, that's not how it works. Oh boy. You cannot say, okay, we to avoid an admin loss, we call and restart on that map. Oh, I don't want to be an admin. I don't want to be an admin. And I know I'm a tournament advisor, so please, Robo, don't ask me. I will wait for the ruling and then say how I would rule that. Damn. Oh, don't spoiler. Oh, damn it. How can I avoid to not see the results here? Just quickly leave. Oh, okay. He PM me. Don't know. We'll cast Rex later. Okay. Oh. Oh. Dude, fuck you. Okay, I just got a part spoiler. Of the other series. Before minute 3:30 game time, is not allowed to block another TC being pulled, intentionally killing enemy villagers, boar, sheep, or deer. It has to be the 2-2. I think it has to be the 2-2. Block another TC being built by using villager. Okay, let's run through the rack again. Okay, here are stealing sheep. What you do? Okay, let me see. First build constructed. Intentionally killing enemy villagers or boars. You can steal them, but you're not allowed to kill them. Which makes sense. So, it is CLCC, right? Okay, where's the villager coming from? Okay, so that's 5 cm, that's a Sierra. He is taking away villagers, that's all good. Trying to steal villagers is all good. Attacking the villagers not good. Guys. I don't want to be admin, but I think it's a clear rule. Yeah, it was 3 minutes 9 seconds and the rule is 3:30. Let's wait for a final decision from Robo. The score is 2-1 before the admin decision. No, you cannot get an admin loss and then say, yeah, okay, we will take our restart. You have to call the restart before the first arrow hits of the TC. Wait, are they playing? I want to see if they're playing Hideout now. If I was admin, I would give an admin loss. He didn't steal, he did steal those sheep. That's okay. He's not allowed to kill them. And he wasn't sitting under the TC. He did try to avoid the TC as well. That's all good. What is forbidden is no barracks, outpost, palisade wall, nothing of the like. No TC fighting. Intentionally killing enemy villagers. That's something that Tira didn't do. Intentionally killing enemy villagers, boars, sheep, or deer. That's nothing he did. Sitting under an enemy TC to steal sheep. That's something he didn't do either. He was running from right to left. He wasn't sitting. I don't want to post. Like I can't make it better. Every point I will make, the enemies will make anyways. I think it's a 2-2. He took the sheep. Taking sheep is okay. Taking sheep is okay. This Woobly crashed again. He didn't sit under the TC. He can stealing sheep from under the TC. No, he cannot sit under the TC and steal sheep. No, he can only pass by. And he was trying to walk away. Yeah, he was just walking past. And is then trying to go south. Admin is a functioning computer. The thing is, Robo is probably listening to the stream, and I don't want to influence him too much, but for me, it's a clear 2-2. He tried to walk away with the villager. Yeah. And it's really not Yo's decision here to do anything. Like, I have more rights to talk in this spot than he does. It makes no sense. You missed a lot of drama, Dr. Slow. I'm the tournament advisor and Robo is an admin. Admin win Canada. You're not allowed to steal sheep. Okay. Yeah, 2-2. Well played. And I thought it was a restart. Five-minute spec delay. Going for the last map. Do you have any connection to China casters? No. Like the offline casters, yeah. Like Hilan, but that's it. Not forget. That's probably the only important Chinese guys that I have no connection at all to. GG Canada, but I believe it's the right decision, in all honesty. It's a disaster if China Frantic loses. It's a disaster because, as we saw in the brackets before, actually I can do some paint over the brackets, right? Where is my paint again? So, open. Hopefully that's not my pawn folder. Yes. So now we have Finland A advancing over here. And we have China as Y, loser of game 25, advancing down here. Or not advancing. Then I need some more clear paste. Whoa. Okay, China's Y. Loser of game 25. So that's how we are looking at it at the moment. Nice. Oh, Frantic is not happy with that decision, but not much they can do. Not much they can do. So what happened in game 4? China Frantic did attack a villager on Nomad at 3 minutes 9 seconds with the TC, and the rules say it's not allowed before 3 minutes 30 seconds. Therefore, they get an admin loss. It's so funny. Tonight we will have an announcement concerning the offline finals in China. And that announcement could have been released yesterday already. But everyone thinks it will be influenced by today's result in the Nations Cup. But we will see. It's a nice riddle. Good thing Canadians were not nice ones. Well, they felt cheated in the migration game before. Yeah. Kessler is not getting their flight paid. Probably after all the live games today. So ready, 2-2. And we have Tim Whoop CL 5CM. So they didn't change any players, right? What happened in migration? There was an unfortunate gold spot. Canada wanted to restart, but it was within the rules, so they didn't get the restart. And they had to call their own restart. Maybe cheaper to do the offline finals in Brazil now. Well, flights from Brazil to China are super expensive. So Chinese one is actually hoping that none of the Brazilian teams are making it. They changed Joffrey out? Okay. Did Joffrey really play in the Nomad game? Okay. If none of the Chinese teams are making it, it will be so interesting. Think about it like Finland, Canada, Brazil A, Brazil B. Would be incredible. Like China is sitting there and ni hao. Well, with World Ice Cream you can just... Oh, Avicii! Look at that, he just joined the room. Maybe he can decide if the gold spot was blocked or not. Oh man. Oh my god, how bad you don't want any China teams don't make it. Very biased. No, I want to have the Chinese there. Absolutely. I want to have... I personally prefer 2 Chinese teams, 2 international teams. That would be so much better for the crowd, for the whole tournament. I believe Tyrant against SY was the absolute dream final of this tournament. And the fashion how it went down was just perfect. Tyrant leading 4-3, SY coming back. It was, the crowd went wild. The viewers was great experience. Doyu was great. Nearly biased for China, sad. Yeah, I think that's just the very, very best of both Chinese would go to the offline finals. Let's hope at least one Chinese team or we will never have and see again. Well, not in that kind probably, yeah. Will you go there? I can answer that tomorrow. And would motivate the sponsor to make such more tournaments, yeah. How was Brazil versus Vietnam? No spoilers, please. Was bottom right corner. No spoilers. I hope no one, if someone did post it, deletes an admin delete the post, please. I don't want to know it. I want to cast the Rex later. Okay. Oof. Nearly biased against both teams. Oh, ban. Ban even? Oh, that's good. No timeout. Robo, yeah. Taking all the powers now. Ruling and dictating Nations Cup isn't enough for him. He wants to dictate this chat as well. Uh-oh. 2-10 and we're jumping into the game. That means that has to be a restart by China Frantic. Let's see why. Let's build some hype. Maybe we get some... I think it's tough to really get into any rules here. Except like insulting someone. That would be the only possible way to break a rule. So we have Aztecs, Mongols, Huns, and Mayans against Mongols, Spanish, Aztecs, and Huns. So interesting. They're playing it without Spanish. I think that's a bad choice here for Canada. Yeah. And on the other side, we see it without Mayans, which is a reasonable choice, I would say. But now they have, yeah, well, Aztecs is just super strong. Maybe not out of the pocket position. I still believe it might be a restart here because it's back. It started just so early. And that's a pretty damn open map here for Whoop. They have the Aztec pocket. Spanish pocket is obviously nice. I want Canada to win just so they actually practice for later games and they have motivation. They won't practice. If they win, they think they're on top of the world. I believe if they... I have no idea what scenario would come to that they actually increases their motivation. And indeed, restart here. Tim is calling it. Oh, he's deleting his TC. Pulling a full top low there. Ah, 5 more minutes to go. Let's get some groove in again. What map did Canada win? They won Chaos Pit, their own home map, and Nomad via admin win. Really doesn't sound like he respects Canada. Well, I actually bet against Canada, finishing top 2, I believe. Yeah. I'm winning money when they get when they 4 or lower, even money for 3, and have to pay if they get top 2. Ugh. So I would be surprised if they perform very well, yeah. But I believe Canada can absolutely beat Finland. So it will be tough for them. Maybe they can take it all. Money talks. It's not for a lot of money. Trust me. The high revenues of all the adverts I'm getting from Twitch and YouTube are way more than the money I can bet. And yeah, I was skeptical of Canada before, I bet. Actually, I bet because I was skeptical of Canada. And I still love Slam with all my heart, so. Oh, I didn't have my bot running. That's bad. Now you can type sub count again. No point in hosting LAN for one channel team only. Well, that's what they did in Clan Masters of Final Showdown. Dingo dollars. I still sound skeptical. They did draw with Finland 2-2. Yeah, and I'm skeptical how Finland is playing as well. No. Canada versus Finland went 2-2, I believe. There was only 2 teams. For this one, they are taking about 4 teams online. What is about 4 teams? Well, if they bail from hosting the LAN, if China teams aren't there, it ruins the credibility. I believe that won't happen. Does see Slam carry on top 4? It's possible. Yeah, uptime. Obviously that doesn't work now. I'm up for 6 hours now. Streaming. Admin for every journey. AOC on mod controls AOC Twitch channel. Admin wins all day. Must be Robo. Yeah, that's true. Canada seems too bad against map with set strategies. Seems they focus more on 1-1 fun visions. Well, Hira isn't creative. I believe Chris isn't going with the new meta. I don't see Slam as a good team leader. Mentalist is probably the most solid of all of them. Do you think SY sponsor will sponsor more tourneys if SY don't make it to the finals this NC? No, it obviously will give him less motivation. Okay. Is there a tourney MVP award? Well, you can hand one out if you want to. I think there's no official one planned. Did you see Hira and Chris go for full light cap versus Finland? That was horrible. Chris there. Aye. Okay, let's jump into, I believe, no restarts left. Probably no admin restarts left. Maybe Robo still has an itching finger. But then we will jump into the all-deciding game number 5 here. Who drops down to the loser bracket to face off against China SY. And who goes further to play Finland A in the winner bracket semifinals. Here on Hideout. We have Chris, pocket position with Mayans, his flank will be Mentalist with that sex, double Mazer on that side, slams Mongol's pocket. Here, Hira's flank. Nice positioning for them. Maybe he's going for the instant steal. Good for him. Against Tim, who has a very small entrance here at the front. Look at that. Very cozy small arena for him. And a tower here could be pretty deadly for him. And they're just switching around. Look at that. Oh, how friendly. Okay. You wanted a boar of mine. Here, take my boar. And I will take your boar. It's like marriage I always dreamt of. Okay, we have Whoop over here. His Hans pocket, Spanish pocket as well. So positioning pretty good for them. CL is on the flank position here with his Aztecs. Not the longest way ever, but here, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a tower actually can shoot over the trees. And if you do fletching, which with Huns or Mongols is not completely out of the question, you can block quite a lot here. Block the main gold spot. Interesting. Just walled him in. Yeah, just send a villager at the 1 minute mark. And if he walled with palisades here, could have completely denied him. And what is Tim doing? But then I realized, okay, we have some deers here at the front. And Whoop is stealing another boar as well. So, seems like not the nicest dinner party to be around. And Whoop, not slinging it to his... Oh, no, he is. I thought like he would be going home. That would be so weird. The deer blocking the path a bit. And yeah, looks all solid. Tim losing quite a lot of HP. Hira only with 13 as well. So both did get some extra damage in. Whoopa, trying to run around a bit. It's requesting Whoop now. And guys, this is getting intense now. All on the line here on the quarterfinals winner bracket. What is he trying to wall now? Where is the scout? Hira actually went in. Okay, that scout will never get out. Okay, now he's just saying, Whoop! Get him! And he cannot say on his way, I'm on my way, because obviously he's Chinese. He will just say, as a confirmation of being on his way, Whoop whoop! I really built that one too long. for to be the good joke. My bad. What a risky wall. Why? It's only the wall to kill the scout. It's not. He will not build the palisade over here and will boom. I think he will play something more aggressive. Slam! Out of the pocket position, going for scouts here, as it seems. Pushing the deer for his flank. Only has one boar, which wasn't even his. So pretty brutal wall. Tim is up. Hero will probably lose his scout. And Tim, what will he go for? Seems like archer aggression. And Tira, will he just play an FC? He only has 4 on wood, so probably will go for some skirmishers here. What is your opinion on putting a ban on laming? Well, makes it a bit more competitive, but a bit less interesting, I would say. Like, you don't get into too many crazy scenarios, so I like the idea behind it. But honestly, like, AOC is so boring the first 9 minutes. If it isn't a Clash of the Hippo tournament, obviously, then that's the most funny thing you can have in the world. Or most enjoyable thing in the world. And some low HP scouts here. So I think, like, the only thing that we have going for us is laming in the first 10 minutes. So if you take that away, makes my job as a caster even tougher. Surprised there are no team walls. Well, it is quite a long thing to wall here. Not a lot of forests in between there. So, yeah, like really edge walling isn't possible. Mantle is trying to go aggressive against CL here. Trying to sneak around with a villager. What's that? And it seems like Hira will go for skirms or archers. Let's take a look. Archers as well. In Clash of the Hippo tournament, the whole game is boring. What? Flow? If you wouldn't be so good in blocking pyramids, I wouldn't be far away from banning you. Yeah, Slam Scouts as pocket. I did already mention. Archers from Tim, very aggressive. And he will not be able to do any counter damage here against Tim. So that's pretty sweet for him. No mining camp still. I believe that's a mistake. And I believe it wouldn't be too bad of Whoop actually cutting here as well. So they can, yeah, just get their bromance running. And Tim should tell Whoop that Slam is going for scouts here. And that he should wall his spot. On the other side, we have archery ranges against archery ranges. So CL. That's pledging, right? That's not a fast caster. No. Okay, so they will just play archers against each other. We have 5CM going for knights probably. And Chris will go for the plumed archers. Hira in a reasonable spot. And yeah, that just looks so much like a Hira base, I have to say. Yeah. Like archery ranges, blacksmiths, all in line, but somewhere in no man's land, not walling this here. And it doesn't really make sense to wall here, in all honesty. So I think it's a reasonable decision, but so many people would do it. But that's too much on gold. I believe you need 7 on gold to have 2 archery ranges running. And that's, if I count correctly, 8. Maybe he thinks, damn, I can access so many tiles of my main gold spot. I absolutely have to make use of that. Let's take a look if Whoop can get the walls up in time. Yes, at least on the gold there. And here, that should be an easy pull and easy walls as well. All good for him. Nice reaction. And now we can see the stone walls here of Mentalist using that tree after all. That forest. Please don't post results of the other series. I won't read the chat for the next 20 messages. Slam walling himself now as well. Nice quick walls. And the question is, what is Chris doing? He wasn't even on gold. And maybe now 4 archers are coming over. And Chris has nothing to defend. And that will be impossible to wall. And only 1 That's so weird. Look at that. How many villagers he has on stone? How many on one lumber camp? That looks like a weird build-up. So late on gold. Is someone spam grassed out if the chat is clean again? Slam now coming over. That scout obviously will do nothing. We'll get one big hit off. Chris will lose one villager. Is he trying to fight it down with villagers here? Tim for now without fletching. Oh, but Hero is coming around. I was trying to clear that. One villager down still. Could maybe focus on the second one. He will, I believe, won't get too much done. Maybe snipe down another one over here. Look at that. Wow. What is this? That's a real expansion path here of Tim. Kind of indicating where he's going. And CL is coming over as well. Maybe he can get one villager kill. Let's take a look. Chris won't be too happy. And I hear some killing over here. That's only Tim. See, one villager sniped. And yeah, Chris will be up. And luckily he had so many villagers here on stone. Okay, thank you so much, guys. And okay, so now I can read chat again. Slam trying to be annoying. Whoop should be going for heavy boom, 1 extra TC. Make that 2 extra TCs. Warning his villager. Actually lost 2 as it seems here. Didn't see that coming. And we see 5 CM, 2 stables. Should be adding 2 TCs as well. Not 100% sure who is in the better spot here at the moment. So much on the line, and I feel like whoever isn't advancing here will totally feel cheated for game number 3 or game number 4. Oh, in that case, only now 270 HP actually. So Tim can attack this. I believe he can absolutely attack this. It's impossible to rewall as well. Okay, Chris only losing 1 villager. Did idle quite a bit, but still all reasonable. Mentalist is walled. Did get cleared up here by CL, and the Knights of 5 CM is going out of the archery range a bit earlier than I would have expected, I would say. Chris around, but his, look at that, CL focusing down on the plumed archers, and that's everything down. Oh, 2, 3 knights still around. I think Warrior won't do much, and looking good for CL and 5CM on this side. Happy, and Vivi. Tim trying to find another angle, whoop around as well. And I'm not 100% sure if Slam strategy really paid off here. Hira trying to go for the 3rd archery range, is trying to hold off here. Has a nice amount of archers, but needs to combine forces. Is getting lots of damage done against those knights. Did kill one, got 1 to 28 HP and 73. So nice amount of damage. Slam with bloodlines and +1 defense. So that might help out. The 2 archery ranges. Hira is so much faster on the way to Castle Age than Tim. Nice farming here. Oh, looks funny. We're not just trying to find an angle, but not this time. Tim up to Castle Age now. Mentalist as well. CL has a small timing where he could do some damage. But most important thing will be how the boom will run and how they will play it out here. The unit choice will be tough. What are you doing? Mayans and Aztecs flank against Aztecs and Spanish. Are you going for plumed archers and monk onager? Halberdier maybe? Is the Aztec going for spearman? Then he's doing nothing before he gets Garland Wars. It's a tough spot. Blue is Vivi and teal is happy. Indeed. Yeah, let me know, just posting it in the chat as well. If you are deaf and cannot hear what I'm saying, then it's pretty good that you can read. And thanks for watching the channel anyways. Okay, Pedro now messaging me. We are scheduled to play Nations Cup tonight. Am I needed? Yes, you are, Pedro. Germany A playing tonight against, I believe, Mexico C or something. But I told them to foo. I will cast Argentina against Brazil. think they can... I think they have a chance against Mexico City to take a map. Even if I'm not around. And that's a nice clear up here. Hira and Slam are pushing. Slam with a lot of army, but he is looking at 50 villagers at the same time. Whoop only at 55, so he isn't that far ahead. Should be adding some more stables. Indeed he is. Going up to 3 now. And still without defense, which he's getting now, but still without bloodlines. And I believe they should instantly go over. They have no chance of attacking Tim here. It's just such a tight area. Let me take a look. Is Hira not able to build a tower here? I believe it's still a pretty good spot. He has +2 attack anyways. And they need to go over now. And that might be a pretty sweet timing against Whoop here. Getting bloodlines now, getting the CC up. But still, his army count isn't that high. Maybe they can get the damage done. Hira has a nice damage output. Especially without, yeah, +2 of his enemies. Getting +2 defense, sending in more CA. And Hira just playing absolutely in his comfort zone. So pretty nice job by him so far. Trying to go in for some raids. Slam is around. Is he adding more stables? Yes, he is. And ooh, they are running ugly. BTC is running for him as well. He is only 5 volts behind still against Whoop. So that worked out pretty nicely for them on that side. Tyrant in... Oh, Tyrant, I'm saying. The Tyrant Slam. Together with his teammate Hira. I believe probably the youngest player on the field here. Are doing pretty well. But Chris and Mentalist not in full control. 5CM quite nicely ahead here. With his strong 91 villagers. 20 more than Chris. But he's going for more army as well. And now the push starts of CL against only Plumed Archers and Crossbowmen. Maybe we can see some big hits in. We can see Vivi now clicked up to Imperial Age. I think Slam could maybe even add some camels here, if you ask me. Would be a pretty sweet timing for that. Let's take a look. Mangonel shot here. Trying to do something and getting completely out microed. Mentalist. Is he getting anything done? Chris? What is Chris doing? Just running in there, trying to snipe the monks first. Nope. Getting the Mangonels. All done. CL not going for any converts here. And getting completely sniped down. All good for them. Now killing the stables. Ah, some guaranteed damage. I cannot really find any engagement here. Is Hira younger than Leary? I believe they should be quite the same age. I believe they could both be 17. Maybe Hira is 18 now, but I believe they're both 17. I don't know the exact dates. Oh, that's still so annoying for Whoop. Not really able to get most of his gold spots here. And Hira, beautiful job coming around and sniping those as well. And I couldn't agree more with Lux here. Beautiful what he's saying. And I'm a bit surprised that I didn't come up with that by myself. CL trying to go for fortified walls now. He's getting a defensive castle up now as well. Has another layer here. So they are looking quite reasonable at this position on the right hand side, but still the big story is over here. Slam and Hira doing the major damage, killing so much and raiding all the gold spots. Whoop cannot really take the engagement. Slam has enough around there. Let's take a look. Maybe a Mangonel micro, but that should never be a big hit. And indeed Slam, oh, that was better than expected, but Slam instantly killing that. And oh yeah, look at this. A lot of low HP crossbowmen now. CA just ignoring Tim. And Tim's boom at 78 villagers. Not like the greatest I've ever seen. Obviously he went for a lot and... Oh, that's just for CCL. I felt like, why is he on 3 TCs? And I'm not sure if that castle is so good. Honestly, he will always fight 2v1. And he will never have his army together with Whoop. That will be a big problem. I feel like the Canadians are in a commanding position in this game. Yeah, CL is fighting this off, and yeah, I believe Vivi will clear this all up now. Waiting, where's the army of Orange? Where's the army of Orange? He has 18 military. Oh, it's fighting down here, okay. surrounding all the CA of Hera, so that was pretty beautiful by him. At the same time, he is getting saved. If he keeps his CC alive, I believe it's all good. And now he could go for the repair. He's coming back here, and with combined forces, it seems like they can clear it up. And yeah, that bought a lot of time over here, you might think, but they're still fighting against fortified wall, so that's not the greatest thing ever. So nice defense here. Ooh, getting iron casting instead of focusing on getting to Imperial Age. I'm still wondering what Tim will do. That's obviously blocking the trade quite nicely, but in all honesty, do you think that Whoop alone will be able to control that corner here? Pretty risky. I'll tip up to the Imperial Age, so is Mentalist. Chris, quite some time now, he's going for all the Plumed Archers and Monks for Mentalist, so they're going for the right composition if you ask me, but sadly no one is. Hera now continues with all his aggression. And another thing is, like, Tim, okay, I believe it's okay. Having 3-4 mangonels here and 2 layers of Stonewall, he cannot be broken. Oh, that's an interesting Stonewall here. Look at what he... CL. That's a lot of weird stone walls and a lot of buildings deleted. He really needs to buy time, as it seems. At least that's what he's feeling. But he's not getting onto any army at the moment. He's only getting the defense up. That's weird. So he was a slow eco. Basically looking at the same eco like Mentalist, but he's not contributing anything. Yeah, but okay, I see. Like, they needed to avoid fights for such a long time here. Between Tim and Hera, it's not shop. No, no one went for that. It's a tower to block the 2 gold spots like I wanted to see early on. And we see Vivi now being very active here on the left-hand side. And Tim, if he's maybe getting onto all those Mangudais in that sneaky corner, would be so weird. But it is scouted now, and Slam should just be... it's tough! It's tough to judge. Who is in a better spot here? Is it Slam or is it Tim? A villager count is better for Slam. The imp time is basically non-existent better for Tim. Oh, actually, no, he is imp. He's getting chemistry. Okay. So that's a bit... But, he only has... Oh, some villagers out here. Maybe can do it. And if he's getting like the Mangudais out, can control that hill, and can maybe pressure Slam, it will be 1 corner against 3 corners. At the same time, maybe he's doing wonders here against Hera. The only question is, what will they do against that army? CL just taking all villages away. He has no chance of doing anything here. Actually, that is overchopped now. And... oh, not really overchopped yet. He needs to fall back. 5CN, he cannot take any engagement here against that amount of monks without having anything. But what can CL go for? He needs to go for onagers probably. Tough to really find a way to get onto more army. He's looking at a weak pop 70. Oof, what is Tim doing? That's so much more army here for Slam. Let's take a look. 35 army for Slam, 14 only for Tim. So very effective ratings here against Hera, who at the moment is down to 55 villagers. I completely did not see that. I did see that, yeah, like 20 went down here, but that was all the villagers dying here as well. He will not get onto paladins at all, and 30 of them idle at the moment, maybe even getting that TC down, so that would be another 10 villagers dying. That will be so ugly. Yeah, Tim will lose all his Mangudais in exchange, but I don't know who's in the worst position. Is it CL or is it Hera at the moment? Both looking at pop 60. More traps are coming in. Is there any help for 5CM? Whoop, obviously having the same units, he cannot really help. CL probably switching on to skirmishers now. That castle will go down. buying himself a bit more time. Let's take a look. I believe that's another engagement he can absolutely not take. They need to... Oh, that can be so bad for Vivi here if he continues to stay here. If he gets like 5 converts against him time by time, that's just the worst thing that could happen. Is he having Herstory? Absolutely not. Actually, that was a lot of paladins going down. But 1 conversion as well. Tim getting onto Mangonite now. Maybe not having trade will be the main issue here. Especially against Spanish then as well. CL, he needs to get the big sling now. He needs to get onto roughly 100 skirmishes. And then they have a pretty nice counter against pikemen, plumed archers, monks as well. Percy now by Mentalist. To know if Vivi did it already. Tim is controlling that corner. I believe in the long run, Slam will push him off of that corner. But Tim is already getting castles up here now. Is getting the gold spot of Hira. And Hira is looking in such a bad spot. Trying to reboom here. Trying to go for Cavaliers. But Boop will just help out. So much better against Slam. Take a look. Other side. Skirmishes now being debated by the siege here. I believe still they're fighting way too early. Now trying to take the engagement here. 5 cm. You have to have a lot of resources floating if you really want to take that engagement. Skirmishes are now coming in, trying to close the distance here in the back against those monks. Trying to focus down the monks. Oh, the plumed archers still absolutely uncontested. Pikemen at the front, although not really doing the damage. 4+2. Not really the damage output he wanted to have. Maybe it was enough. I don't see a lot of converts. And Herstory absolutely building research. I don't see a single paladin here by Mentalist. So that was a perfect engagement. Just think about if 10 paladins now on the side of Mentalist would have been the thing. Frantic would have been in such a bad spot. But they are fighting this back. What a beautiful move here. And they're pushing the left hand side as well. It feels like Frantic is in complete control here. The civilization choice maybe something that we can question here with the Hunt needing to go very aggressively, and maybe the question if Slam scouts did enough on this very easily walled map. Elite skirmishers now so efficient so late in the game. Normally I question everyone who will say like, that's a unit you don't want to go for in a late game scenario when you have trade, but at the moment exactly what they needed. Left hand side, Tim sniping some traps, saving his castle. Did lose 1 castle, trying to go for another one. Slam sending in more villagers. He wants to get the trade up. Still, they have no idea how they can do that. Let's take a look. Trade setup here is 52-0. And it's not like Chris and Tira are the ones who have the smoothest trade transitions ever. So I would say Frantic, although they're behind in points, absolutely being the ones here pushing. Not having any gold income or not any trade. They could get some gold here, indeed, of CL. But that's it. Slam contesting together with Hira, trying to fight for that gold. And now the next push is coming in and Hira has nothing to defend. No overchops here. Markets finally being set up by Tim as well, and he's still controlling that corner, and that will take some time. Another castle. Yeah, as I said, Slam will push that back, but now they can start the train, but very short. Or not very short, but way too short. And still Whoop and Tim now having basically an unstoppable army. Yeah, Slam is going for the right stuff, Elite Mangonite, but Hira not getting for Paladin. CL even adding Arbalest now. Is his trade running with only 5 trade cards? Questionable. But Vivi just having such a smooth transition into full paladins here with his 40 trade cards. Whoop is reasonably well set up. Tim, too late if you ask me, but should get some sling quite easily there on the gold front. Vivi completely slinging CL now, who is up to pop 120, is getting the Arbalest, and they're looking, yeah, reasonable, I would say. Is he having all the attack upgrades? Yes, he is. Boom, archers, and that's still a very deadly force. The Warriors now for Chris, but still without Eldorado. Going for Halberdiers. I believe that's a wrong decision because Pikeman could be what Mentalist is doing. Now they take another engagement. No Rams here for CL. They're still way too far in the back. I believe all of Vivi's Paladins will go down here, but at what cost? I believe some of the Plumed Archers at the left-hand side or the Rams will go down as well. Skirms are pushing in here. Arbalest as well. And I was wrong again. They simply do not have the real damage output here against the Paladins. And the Monks only like killing them, not really converting them to the side. And at the same time we have the Frantic team pushing over here as well. It could not look better for them here. Two beautiful engagements, or if that is really engagement, because Slam needs to fall back. He has no buffer at all in front of his Mangudais, needs to retreat. They still don't have trade. This looks like Frantic is taking the W here, and Canada will drop down after a very unfortunate series for them. After some drama in game number 3 and game number 4, this push is just too strong on the left hand side. Right hand side is somewhat trying to hold. They're in the trade, if there actually is existing trade. Look at that, 16 trade cards, make that 17 trade cards, is the only small number they have. And on the other side we have a stable trade running here, over 80 trade cards around, and they are continuing to push here. Yeah, CL isn't having the greatest composition to transition into the very latest games, but it is okay against Aztec Mayans for now. And they're still controlling here. Slam is playing like a madman, trying to go for all the kills. So is Slam here, but so is Chris over at the right hand side, but that's no chance. Admin winning game number 4 after CL killed a villager before the 330 mark on Nomad. Sling is nerfed so bad. Well, instead of 100%, you're only giving 80% of all your resources to your mates. But yeah, I believe Aztec's trash isn't the greatest stuff ever. Getting Hunts to Paladins would be better. But the big story is simply the gold. And that's a big thing at the moment. Tim can just continue to raid down here against Hera. What a bad positioning they are in. Tim, late with the trade. Only 12 trade cards. CL, late with the trade as well, but he didn't have any options since he did not have any gold income for such a long time and only need to get slinged up to get to skirmishes. Now Slam and Mentalist, they're still in it. They are pushing the side. Just maybe we can see a big switch, and Slam is doing beautiful job over here as well. Where is Tim's army? Where is Tim's army? Camping in the middle here. If Chris and Mentalist are able to push this back and Vivi is not getting onto enough military, and at the moment, look at that, 7 military here by CL, 13 military only by Vivi. They are not having enough army, and if they're killing all the trades, suddenly all of us, yeah, it was all changed, and Tyrants would have, or Tyrants, Canada would have the better trade after all, and would probably take the W after that. Slam trying to take another engagement. That castle is getting smashed down now. Uh-oh. Where's Vivi's army? Ah, Tim, there is Mangudais. I was wondering where they were. And now coming over, not in time to save the castle, but in time to kill a lot of all the army here. And yeah, Mentalist and Chris both not really set up to fight that amount of Mangudais here. Not a lot of buffer. I want to see, oh, and the patrol super bad here. And Tim losing his army so much more than he should have. I wanted to see like 10 more skirmishes here in the front, and that would have been so much better. Tim now sacrificing a lot of its Mangudais and not playing this in full efficiency. The fight here on the left hand side, Mentalist is doing a pretty good job. I hear a Mangonel, not 100% sure where. It's over here, Tim. And Hera, pop 55 again after losing his base at the second time. Why is he not building 340Cs on the outside? Would have been so much area here all to go and just set up everything, but it is a tough spot for him. Most Mangudais of Tim went down, having the buffer now in the back. Skirmishes helping out again. Bomber towers here for the defense. Plumed archers. Oh, overextending a bit. Patrol not working. And now he's focusing down on the elite Mangolites, who are a bit too far to the front. Trade cards going up to 60 now for the Canadians. Slam sitting on that hill. KD roughly 1-to-1 for him. Mentalist horrible KD. Hira horrible KD. All the frantic guys with positive. Even CL. Only a very, very small difference to having a positive KD here. Cool, what a scrappy game. Okay, trade is somewhat running for the Canadians, but yeah, it cannot be good. Slam, the monster, still trying to take good engagement after good engagement at all times. Whoop, now coming over with more paladins. Not 100% sure if that's the right addition. They did have enough paladins if Vivi is just continuing his production. And now they did get themselves some more ground again. No siege at all. So they cannot really push back all those buildings. But those walls are standing strong for now. No attack. Just a single ram over here would just put so much more threat into the head here of Frantic. They would produce. They need to build mangonels, maybe rewall, put army there. But for now, very one-dimensional push into the bomber towers and all the production of the Frantic players here. Tim continuing to play against Slam. And in the long run, Tim will have more gold. He has 28 trade cards against 33 of Slam, but the distance. Let's take a look. CL, how much is he getting per trip? 96. On the other side we have Slam. How much is he getting? He is getting 70 per trip. So that's actually not as bad as I thought. Still Tim in full control. 5 castles for him, 5 for Slam. Struggling to get gold out. Take a look. His castle's still in nice production. His markets, at least 2. Skirms now in the front. Paladins could even go back a bit further. This looks like another successful hold. Yeah, those rams of Mentalists are quite deadly. But yeah, you're missing the real firepower. And Frantic finally taking the score lead. Tim, what is he doing? Did have a weird positioning here. What is Hira at pop 80? Look, that's the main difference here. CL was at pop 50 and now he's back in the game and has a strong army here and really contributing to the game. Hira at the same time, military count 0. Lost so much, didn't get the boom back, and yeah, Frantic just did such a better job here of getting all the 4 players back on the field. And yeah, you just see Hira completely eliminated. He's going for the paladin tech now. He's getting back to the reasonable amount of army, of villagers. He's setting up the tech. But Slam needing to fight the 1v2 for too long. Only now going for caravans. There's Hira. Having pretty unfortunate markets as well. At the same time, that's just an endless amount of dead bodies here. And yeah, there's just no chance of pushing that in. So many rams. That's all done. Most important thing is left hand side, and they're pushing in here. They're killing the trade. The markets have to be deleted. Another castle going down for Slam. He's going down to 4 castles. No replacement for the market. Only now trying to get those up. Hira is building a market here at a weird place. Onage attack for CL, maybe coming over to the right hand side, and that would be so deadly. Slam is trying to hold on. Obviously the winner will advance and play Finland A in the winner bracket semifinals. The loser is facing SY, something that you absolutely don't want to do in the loser bracket. If you lose there, you are out. And I don't see how Frantic or Canada can really be thinking they are the favorite there in the loser brackets against SY, although they lost the game. And Woo just pushing in with so many more paladins. Tim doing the same with Mango Dice. The control of the map is just so superior. Look at that, so much production here. Onagers now out, so many ramps. They are even pushing for the first time here against Slam and Mentalist. The push over here continues as well. They are pushing in all over the place. Slam now going down to 3 castles. His pop is up 150. Trade card amount still looking reasonable well, but now let's take another update on the length of the trade. It's only down to 49 per trip. Make that 50 to some other markets maybe. But that's not enough. Look at the resources of Slam. He's getting all the resources in the map and still only at pop 150. Still incredible battlefield over here. Fight for endless amount of time. Now the sneak attack here. Let's take a look. I believe that's not really an option. It should be walled. But that's not the main goal. The main goal is just to kill the castles of the Mongol player and therefore win the game. Killing some of the houses not really important. Tim is still controlling that pocket or that corner. 2 traps, not that much. Light Cav out and GG's. Well played. Frantic is continuing to play against Finland in the winner bracket semifinals. And we see Canada dropping down here in game number 5. Damn, what an intense series. What a lot of drama in game 3 and 4. An incredible game number 2 being played as well. Sadly, I didn't cast game number 1, but that had to be quite some time as well. Did go for Frantic. And yeah, it's super late for them. It has to be 2:40 a.m. and they are working at 8 a.m. again. So they will instantly go into too bad. And so for a change, I won't do a winner's interview with them. KD, Vivi, the absolute killer. CL actually getting a positive KD there. Tim positive and Whoop as well. So they really got the better armies rolling for them. Trade 37k for Vivi alone. And accumulated 6k, 11k, 13k accumulated for Canada, 37k alone for Vivi when it comes to trade profit. Damn, son. Oof. And who thought, okay,